NASCAR returns from its short visit in the West to one of the fastest tracks in the East. We're here at Atlanta Motor Speedway for the running of the MB&A America 500. I'm your commentator and driver of the number 21 Rockwell Automation Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing, Mikey McBlam. And it's time to attack the track where speed and tires are king. The point standings took a shuffle in Vegas, but you can bet the gamble is still on. 43 drivers are testing their luck here in the Deep South, and the green flag is moments away as we get set to go trackside.
Start your engines.
The engines have fired here at Atlanta Motor Speedway, and the pace car will lead us off pit road for the parade laps. We'll pass it over to MRN, who will give you the starting lineup.
And here's the starting lineup for the race. In the front row are the Lowe's Chevrolet and the Team Rusty Ford. In the second row are the Avalon Ford and the Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet. Starting the race from row 3 are the Citgo Ford and the 46 car. The fourth row has the Ganassi Racing Dodge and the UPS Ford. Starting the race from row 5 will be the Dale Jr. Chevrolet and the 41 car. In row 6, we have the Rubbermaid Ford and the DeWalt Power Tools Ford. Starting from row 7 will be the Sprint Dodge and the 30 car. In the 8th row are the 26 car and the 172 car. In the 9th row, we have the Home Depot Pontiac and the DuPont Chevrolet. In the 10th row are the Alltel Ford and the 63 car. Starting the race from row 11 are the Dodge Dealers UAW Dodge and the M&M's Pontiac. The 12th row has the 139 car and the 21 car. Mark Martin, the NASCAR Winston Cup points leader, will begin the race from the middle of the field. The 14th row has the 5 car and the Valvoline Pontiac. In row 15 are the 27 car and the 98 car. Starting the race from row 16 are the Kodak Chevrolet and the GM Goodrich Service Plus Chevrolet. Row 17 has the 125 car and the Interstate Batteries Pontiac. Starting in row 18 will be the Caterpillar Dodge and the Dodge Dealers UAW Dodge. In row 19 are the Square D Chevrolet and the UAW Delphi Chevrolet. In row 20 are the Singular Wireless Chevrolet and the Pennzoil Chevrolet. Back in row 21, we have the 115 car and the Tide Ford. And rounding out the field is the 16 car.
And there you have it, guys. There is the starting lineup for the MB&A America 500 here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. It's time to go ahead and get this race underway.
Get up on your feet in the suite. Here we come. Buggity, buggity, buggity. Let's go racing, boys.
Number 122.
Little loose into turn 1 as Donnie Wolf and Casey Kane get around us. Johnny Benson looking to the inside. We come up to cover, but there goes Kevin Harvick. Harvick charging up through the field, already picking up over 6 spots. As we're 3 wide into off of turn 4, we do. Oh boy! barely cleared that guy down below us, the custom car, Fantasy Driver, as Bobby Labonte's charging on the outside. We've dropped back to 28 so far, but Mark Martin, the NASCAR Winston Cup points leader, is going to make it 3 wide off of 2, and he's going to try to get the position on Dale Jarrett. Sorry, Dale. That's Dale Jarrett. Wow. I'm thinking back into old days here, but that was Bobby Labonte. And there's Terry Labonte. We had to pull off an aggressive block to keep him behind us. The 139 goes on by. Here comes Jamie McMurray charging on the outside. As Terry Labonte's not making it easy on us. Oh boy, we had a little bit of a break in momentum there as Jamie McMurray came down the block trying to get the position on the 139 car. We're inside of Jeremy Mayfield, trying not to lose too many positions, but it doesn't seem that we're going to be able to hold Terry Labonte off. Oh boy. A little contact with Labonte. Didn't mean to do that. Was trying to side draft him, so I didn't lose him, but I got down a little bit too low there. Ooh, stay off that apron. Don't get down there. It gets a little bit tricky when you have to handle it down there on the apron in the center of the turn. Mayfield's going to go on by. We've dropped back to 22nd. And we're pretty much going to be relegated here because I don't think we can catch these guys. And the reason for that is, I'm going to get into a little bit of story because we're probably going to be running by ourselves here for a little bit until we get past again. But what I've been actually noticing, you know, I watched What If Racing, I watched his series, or watched his series anyway, and I've seen other people tackle a career mode on the highest difficulty, and what I have seen and noticed is after Season 1, all of a sudden, the field is so much faster than you. Jeff Purvis just went around us. Oh, we got some trouble up ahead. Everyone seems to have gathered it up. Looks like we had a little bit of a bottleneck up there. Someone got sideways, got into the wall, but everyone gathers it back up. No caution. We stay green. But the field here at Atlanta, let me go back into some background here as we've got the Jerry Nadeau all over our back bumper here. We're going to try to keep him behind us, so we're not going to be too successful at that, though. But I've seen in the comments and other videos, and people have said that they have had trouble at Atlanta as well. They're really bad at Atlanta. I've always actually been really good at Atlanta, except for this particular career mode. And I've been trying to wonder, like, okay, it can't just be... something's got to be wrong here. So what I did was an exhibition race. Ooh, boy, we got a big run off of 4 that time. We're going to try to make it 3 wide going into turn 1 and 2. Ooh, but we can't quite keep the momentum going. We're going to get past on the outside again. But what I have noticed, what I was saying is that basically what I did, it was an exhibition race. I did a quick exhibition race, a 5% race, just to see how I would stack up. And I finished second. I started 9th, finished second. Same setup that I use in career mode. So I was like, okay. I had a season mode going that I hadn't finished yet. So I went back and I had a couple races to do, but I went to Atlanta in the season mode. Won the race. Won the race. Started 7th that time. Won the race. Same setup. Same amount of speed. Maybe a little bit faster in the turns, but not much. And then I come here, and I am more than a second off the pace in qualifying. So that kind of leads me to believe that Atlanta, in the career mode, for some reason, after the first season, it's broken. And I don't know why that is, because we just seem to, like, you just lose speed, and there's no reason for us to lose speed. There's no reason for us to be this slow. And, you know, if you've seen What If Racing's series, he dominated the entire season except for, like, places like Atlanta, where he would fall back to, like, you know, where I'm running right now. And there was no reason for that. There's really no reason for that. there's like really nothing you can do. So what happens is I actually went into this race kind of expecting it. We're really trying to hold on to 35th as we get loose. With Ward Burton on our back bumper, that made us lose some momentum there, so he's probably going to pass us on the outside here. But we're kind of going into this race just kind of like, yeah, we're not going to finish very well. As we've dropped back to 37th now. Pit stops are probably going to start happening here pretty soon. Ricky Craven looks like he wants to come down pit road, and I believe... No, he's going to go ahead and stay out. It looked like he was trying to come down pit road for a second there. 20 laps to go. Jerry Nadeau all over our back bumper again. Ooh, we overdrove the turn. That's going to now allow Nadeau to get by us. We're going to come down to the bottom to cover so we don't lose the position to Ward Burton. Looking to the inside of Nadeau, trying to draft off of Ricky Craven here. Ooh, we slipped the track just a little bit. Our tire wear is really starting to take effect now. Ricky Craven's coming down pit road as well as a few other cars. We'll gain some positions from that, but that won't last very long. We're now 14 seconds off the leader's back bumper, which is just crazy. It's just crazy. And the reason I say that we just lost position to Nadeau there. The reason I say that I know that it breaks after season 1 is because I was finishing like 18th in season 1. So I was in the top 20 in season 1. And then from then on, I just sucked at Atlanta. Maybe I had a good race there once or twice, but Atlanta was just so difficult. And it was just the weirdest thing. I don't know how to really take it. I don't know what to really do about it. I don't think anything can be done. But, you know, we're in our 4th season right now. And it's just absolutely insane that we have no speed here and that the field just kind of mops the floor with us and blowing our doors off. So we got our teammate back here. We're going to go ahead and let him go. We're not going to race him. At this point, that we're just going to try to stay out of the way. There's really no point when you know like the game is kind of against you. Ooh, don't LePage him. I'm going to come down pit road here. Get it down to 70 miles per hour. Decent pit road entry there. We're just going to go ahead and maintain the setup that we have because the car handles great. I feel like it does, except for the tire fall off eventually at the end of the game. At the end of the run. We've just passed halfway. And we're going to, like I said, take quick 4 tires and fuel. Hopefully no mistakes on the pit stop. They seem to be doing fairly well. Let's see how many seconds we can actually get out in. 14, 15, 16, 6, which is faster than our pit stop in both the season mode and the exhibition race. We were both, ooh, don't LePage, come back down. We were actually running, we actually ran about 17 threes before. And I know we're faster here. We've logged one of our fastest laps in practice, which was just under a 29 second. I don't think I've ever been that fast, and just by myself anyway. You know, the draft will obviously speed us up and stuff like that, so that's why I'm able to get those good finishes. But just here, you see, like we're redlining the motor like as through the front stretch. You know, we're up above the 9,000 RPM range, and we're just trying our best to get everything we can, and we've got nothing for the field. You see, we've cycled back out of the pit stops in 40th. We're going to unlap ourselves here pretty soon. We don't know who the leader is. Yeah, we just unlapped ourselves there. But that's not going to last very long. I would imagine before this race is over that we're probably going to be 1 lap down. Ooh, careful on that apron there. Burp the throttle just a little bit so I didn't get too loose on the apron. But yeah, these fresh tires are making a really big difference in terms of how we can actually run, but when the rest of the field is just 5-6 miles an hour faster than you are, then this is the result. And it's unfortunate, it's unfortunate because, like I said, Atlanta is one of my favorite tracks. And I've always felt like I was good here, except when I got to this career mode. And even then, like I said, the first season, it's like finishing 18th in that first season. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm doing good. I feel like this is one of those tracks that I would eventually. I thought I would get a win here before I got a win at Daytona or Talladega, and then the fall off was just absolutely ridiculous. And it's almost like it's backwards because I feel like the more I've been, I get worse as I get here. So it's almost like it's backwards. Like you're racing, you're doing well, and then as you start to progress, you do worse at Atlanta. So it's a weird thing. Like I said, I've seen a few comments on other people's videos before, and people saying like how they sucked at Atlanta in this particular game, and that just kind of made me want to just do some research, do some checking, do some verification. And because of that, I can be a little bit more calm than I normally would be, and less upset, because it's almost like you're relegated to finishing in the back in this race. So we got 10 laps to go here. We're just kind of by ourselves. Eventually going to get lapped. The leader's not too far behind us. Can't see him in our rear view yet, but he's going to be coming up quick. There he is. I see him now. But like I said, you know that you're relegated to finishing in the back at this point. So you kind of go in with lower expectations. Not to say that you won't try. We are trying, and we are catching up to somebody up here. I don't know who this is just yet. But like I said, not to say that we aren't trying, but when you know that you're not going to finish well, and you know that it's really out of your control, it kind of takes some of that pressure away, I guess, because you're like, well, this is the best that I can really do given the circumstances. So, but yeah, we're not running too. I mean, I think in season mode we were running about 175, 177 in the corners. But the exhibition race we were running about the same speed. We're going about 190, 192 entering the turn. And the turns were about 171, 173 miles per hour. And like I said, we finished second. So we got the leader coming up pretty soon. We're not going to get in his way. We're not going to try to. We're just going to go ahead and let him go when he catches us. 30.2, so we're actually logging some faster laps now. That's not our fastest lap logged as of yet, but it's definitely our fastest in the race so far. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is about to put us a lap down. Ooh, boy, I had to lay way out of the gas there. I was trying to let him go, but I might have overdid it just a little bit. Looks like we got Tony Stewart back here. Got Tony Stewart coming up on our back bumper here pretty soon. He's running second. And these guys didn't start too far back. The one person I'm wondering about is where's Kevin Harvick, because Harvick at this point, I remember he was charging up through the field. He had already picked up like 6 positions after the green, like on the first lap. So I'm kind of wondering where he is in all of this debacle. So we got Jeff Gordon back there, looking. He's going to go ahead and get by us. We're going to let him go. As we're heading into turns 3 and 4, we're going to be coming down to 3 laps to go. You can argue, you can see up there that it's we have 4 to go for us, but we're a lap down, so there's only 3 to go. There's Ryan Newman. Ryan Newman should be going past us. Ooh, we slid up the track a little bit. Didn't mean to do that. We'll go ahead and let Ryan Newman go. And it looks like Casey Kane is up there, so we might be able to get another position before this race is over with. So we're pushing the car really hard now, but we're starting to pay for it as our tires are starting to fall off. And, whoa, Newman's loose!
That was a great lap, buddy.
We get by him. Newman had trouble getting through the the quad oval. He's fallen back quite considerably, but we are catching up to Kasey Kahne. We might be able to get another position. We might actually make a pass before this race is over. As he's running the high line, we're trying to stay committed to the bottom here. As the white flag is out, 1 to go for the leader.
Just 2 laps left.
You know, they're telling us there's 2 laps left. We're
Getting low.
inside of Kasey Kahne,
Still beside you.
trying to clear him.
Now it's fast. Clear.
Off of turn number 2 as we come up to cover. And, ooh, we overdrove that just a little bit. Didn't let off the gas hard enough, and he's going to get the push from Ryan Newman. We want to get that spot. We're going to try to side draft him. Oh, we get into a little bit. We're banging off the turn 4, and we are going to finish 39th. Well, that was a heck of a battle. Dale Earnhardt Jr., the race winner. Tony Stewart, Jeff Gordon, Ryan Newman, Kevin Harvick are the top 5. Good luck for our teammates.
It was all green flag racing in this one.
Yeah, and that can be physically exhausting to these drivers. Not only do the cautions give them a chance to catch up on the racetrack, it also gives both their minds and their bodies a little break. They have all got to be drained after that one.
The 21 car doesn't look any different than when he started this race.
And that'll be a relief on the old wallet, too. Costs big money to keep these NASCAR Winston Cup cars in tip-top shape week in and week out. When you don't damage them on race day, helps save a lot of time and a lot of money.
We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast of NASCAR Winston Cup Racing on the Voice of NASCAR, MRN. So long. We'll see you next week at the Darlington Raceway.
Okay, guys, so here are the race results for the MBNA America 500 here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is your race winner, followed by Tony Stewart in second. Third is Jeff Gordon. Fourth is Ryan Newman. Fifth is Kevin Harvick, our Richard Childress remake, moving all the way up from 32nd. Sixth is Sterling Marlin. Seventh is Ricky Rudd. Eighth is Dale Jarrett. And ninth is Matt Kenseth. And rounding out the top 10 is Jimmie Johnson. And here is the rest of the field where you can pick out your favorite driver. A winner's purse of $100 at $58,000. Average speed of 179 miles per hour. Margin of victory 1.4 seconds. Time of race 16:31. And we had 5 lead changes in the race so far. And as you can see, we did not fare very well. We finished back in 39th after that battle with Kasey Kahne. And Scott finishes the only one that went out of the race on lap 5 with a blown engine. Everyone else did finish, and we had roughly 36 cars finish on the lead lap. And here are the point standings as of right now. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is now your points leader. He is 54 points ahead of Sterling Marlin. Mark Martin is in third, 59 points back, and Jeff Gordon is in fourth, 64 points back. So there is a tight-knit group between second and fourth. If you're wondering where we fell back to after the race at Atlanta, we have dropped back to 17th, 218 points back. So we have a lot of ground to make up. But I believe we can do it. After, like I said, Atlanta's just been one of those tracks. But let's go ahead and look at the awards for the week. Jimmie Johnson wins the pole award. The driver who led the most laps of the race is Dale Earnhardt Jr. Kevin Harvick all charged up, moving up from 32nd, finishing third. Fastest pace of the race goes to Tony Stewart, who finished second in the race. Chuck Spicer is the rookie of the race, finishing, I don't remember where he finished, I have to go back and look. And the move of the race, most exciting pass of the race, goes to Jeff Gordon. And let's see, what else do we have? Standings. That's pretty much it, guys. Yeah, I knew going in, as I said before, I knew going in what the deal was with Atlanta. Like I said, I just had to confirm it for myself, but I was able to confirm that today, and yeah, Atlanta's just broken. I think after season 2, Atlanta just breaks itself. So I don't know what the deal is with that. It's very disappointing because usually I'm always top 5 at Atlanta, in any other game. And even in this game, in regular season mode or exhibition race or whatever, like I said, I finished second in an exhibition race, same settings and everything. So it was a little bit frustrating to, finish to finish in the 40s all the time at Atlanta. But like I said, it's just, I don't know what happens. I don't know how it becomes broken, but after season 1, it just breaks itself. So, there's nothing we could really do about that. We got one more race at Atlanta this year, so we're just trying to see what we could do before then and try to make up as much ground as we can. And the next race is going to be at Darlington for the Dodge Dealers 400. We've always been okay at Darlington, but I believe that we could do much better and have a much better showing at Darlington and try to make up some of this ground that we lost and see what we can do there. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching and tuning in to McBlam Racing on McBlam Entertainment, where we try to bring a little bit of enjoyment to your day every day. If you enjoy these races, I do them every week following the NASCAR Monster Energy Cup Series. And as always, thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you at the Lady in Black.